Alright, it's time to begin our section. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Vicky and my colleague Sandra. We are subject librarians and today's speaker. In today's section, we will show you how to find thesis and dissertation from National Taiwan University Library and worldwide. We hope this section will support your learning and research. In this talk, we will begin by introducing what thesis and dissertation are and why they are important. Next, we will present several databases that can be used to find them in various regions and countries. After that, we will also introduce some library services that can further support your research, such as Interlibrary loan service. Part 1, what is a thesis and what is a dissertation and why they are used in academic research. The thesis and dissertations are generally long pieces of academic writing, much longer than the typical essay. Both are considered final projects and usually are required to graduate with a degree, master's or a PhD. So both papers are given deadlines. The student must work with a committee comprised of faculty members and advisors who guide the students' research and writing. Most importantly, neither can be plagiarized. If you're confused about the meaning of thesis versus dissertations, you are not alone. These two types of academic writing have a lot in common, but their meanings are reversed in American and British English, depending on where you are in the world. The difference between a thesis and dissertation might change. In American English, a thesis is a research paper needed to earn a master's degree, while a dissertation is a research paper that's required to earn a doctorate degree. Keep in mind that academic institutions are very different in the US and the UK, not to mention in each country. Let's take a look at Taiwan. In Taiwan, a thesis is a 硕士论文. It's written by a master's student. And dissertation is 博士论文. It's written by a PhD candidate. For example, it's a master's thesis of a NTU graduate student. The title page shows the NTU Graduate Institute to which they belong. Here's the author names. We can also know the advisor and the publication date. Just a reminder that NTU revised the formatting guidelines a few years ago. If you are currently writing your own thesis, please note that master should be followed by thesis with an apostrophe here. It's a doctoral dissertation of a PhD student. Let's look at this. Besides, according to the NTU thesis and dissertation formatting guides, the content can be written in English, but the cover page must include both Chinese and English, so you should translate the title into Chinese and make sure the official Chinese name of your graduate institute or department. Let's look at the table of the content of a thesis. We can know the structure of a thesis or dissertation. There are several chapters, chapter 1 to 3, includes the methodology, literature review, conclusion, and the reference list. Actually, dissertation and thesis are valuable resources for academic research. They usually provide a comprehensive literature review and a detailed bibliography, which can help you explore the topic more deeply. As a research material, they also reflect the emerging trends and new voices in a particular field. So you can discover more reference for writing your own paper. Also, if you are not sure what a department or graduate program focus on, browse their dissertation and thesis can give you a clear picture of their research areas. Maybe you can even find a potential advisor along the way. Keep in mind that dissertation and thesis are student works, and they are usually not peer-reviewed. So it's important to check with your professor to see if you are allowed to cite the thesis or dissertation in your own research. Part 2. Where are the thesis and the dissertation, and how do we find them? Generally, thesis and dissertation are not officially published, so it's difficult to buy them from any bookstore. In Taiwan, printed copies are archived in the National Central Library, we call it 国家图书馆 in Chinese, and the library of the university where the author graduated. Many universities also have their own institutional repositories, where you can access electronic full text of the thesis and dissertations. Besides, some commercial academic databases provide access to the full text thesis and dissertations. In this talk, we will introduce over 10 databases and digital repositories from different regions and countries. For searching the thesis and dissertation in Taiwan, we can use NDLTD in Taiwan, Airiti Library, and NTU TDR. If you need thesis and dissertation in the USA and Canada, you can use PQDT and DDC. As for UK, you can use EThOS. Trove is for Australia. CNKI is for China. IRDB is for Japan. Also, we can use NDLTD, OATD, core, and base to get more thesis and dissertation over the world. Some databases are free to access, so you can use them anytime and anywhere. But full text in databases such as NTU TDR, Airiti Library, PQDT, DDC, and CNKI can be downloaded only on NTU campus. If NTU students and faculty are out of campus, please set up VPN in advance. We will introduce how to use VPN service later. Now let's talk about how to find thesis or dissertations in Taiwan. If you want to search for thesis and dissertation from all universities and colleges in Taiwan, you can use NDLTD in Taiwan system. It's free. It's the most comprehensive platform of Taiwanese dissertation and thesis. While Airiti Library is another database that provides the thesis and dissertation with full text, until you subscribe to the database so that you can use in NTU campus or by VPN. As mentioned earlier, all master's and doctoral students should submit a printed copy of their thesis or dissertation to the National Central Library, 国家图书馆. So the National Central Library construct a system, NDLTD in Taiwan, 台湾博硕士论文知识加值系统, which provides a free search service. In addition, some theses and dissertation are available for free full text download. Now, let's move on to NDLTD's homepage. In the basic search mode, you can select title, author, advisor, keywords, or abstracts. If you would like to search a paper written by a specific student, you may type in their name and search by author. For example, we will search carbon text in the title and keyword fields. Here are the search results. As the result page shows, the first thesis is from Yilan University, and the second one is from National Taiwan University. Let's look at the first one. The thesis is written in English. You can read the English abstract. If you want to cite the thesis, please keep the permalink. Furthermore, you can check the related articles in the databases. Just click on the tab above to see if the full text is provided. Please register for an account before you start to download the full text file. The email address used to register in NDLTD could be Gmail, Hotmail, or another email service. Then the system will send you an email to activate the account so that you can download the PDF file for free. Next, I will talk about another database, Airiti Library. Since the Airiti Library is a subscribed database, I suggest going through NTU Library's website to access it. Here is the NTU Library's homepage. You can click the third tab, Database. If you already know a specific database, type the title in the box and click Search. Then here is the hyperlink to the Airiti Library. Before using the database, there is a notification for you. Most of the NTU library's e-resources are accessible within the campus network. However, when you are outside the campus or at your home, you can still remotely access e-resources through off-campus internet-connected services, also known as VPN, Virtual Private Network. You need to do some settings for the first time. You can find the instruction for setting up the VPN under the service section of the library's website. Just follow the steps provided there. While VPN service is provided by NTU Computer and Information Networking Center, we call it Jui-Shan in Chinese. If you get into trouble when setting up the VPN, please reach out to them for help. I'm going to explain how to set up a VPN step by step, but I'd like to check if any of you have used VPN before. Yes, okay, we can skip this part. Now let's get back on track and continue with our introduction to Airiti Library database 华裔线上图书馆. The database collects the thesis and dissertation for more than 70 universities in Taiwan. The Airiti Library provides a higher proportion of full text. Besides, Airiti Library also collects journal articles, magazines, and conference papers from Taiwan. We often use it for searching Taiwan's research articles. We are now on the homepage of the Airiti Library. You can switch the language to English in the top right corner. If you would like to browse thesis and dissertation from a specific department or university, you can go to the publication sections and click on Thesis. You may choose a certain university, NTU here, that direct to list of department and graduate institutes. Then browse their thesis and dissertation. Take the Department of Psychology as an example. You may choose a certain year to browse, or just type in some keywords here to search for thesis and dissertations by students from Department of Psychology. Let's go back to the homepage again. Airiti Library offers an advanced search function under the search bar. You can enter keywords for separate concepts in separate boxes and combine them with Boolean operators and or not. You can add a new line to make it more complicated search as well. Also, you can link the article type to thesis. From the search result page, you will notice that there are 3 types of access conditions for full text, depending on the author's authorization. Next, I will go over 3 examples to explain in more detail. Here is the first example. It's a thesis from 政治 University. it has a download button, so you can download the full text PDF directly. By the way, if you are not on the NTU campus, please set up VPN. The next one, while some authors choose to delay public access to their papers, so the full text will become available only after a certain date. Let's look here. There is a note that this article will be available since 2029 August, so we could not download the full text in recent years. Maybe you can check if the National Central Library or the author's university library has made the printed version available. Now let's look at the third example. It's a thesis from NTU. It's unauthorized because some authors do not authorize full text access in the Airiti library database. So what can you do in that case? First, try the NDLTD in Taiwan system to see if there are any full text. If not, check the institutional repository of the author's university. If there is still no electronic version, just visit the author's university library or the National Central Library for the printed copy. Now let's take a look at how to search for thesis and dissertation written by NTU students. First, if you are looking for an electronic version of the thesis or dissertation, you can try the two databases we introduced earlier, NDLTD in Taiwan and Airiti library. If you cannot find the full text in either of the two databases, you can try our university's own platform, NTU TDR system. If the author has not authorized online access, so please visit the library to find the printed form of the dissertation or thesis. You can use our library catalog to check the location of the printed copy. Next, I will talk about NTU TDR and library's catalog, as known as SLIM. NTU Thesis and Dissertation Repository, we call it TDR. TDR collects information and full text of thesis and dissertation since 1964. So far, it provides more than 14,000 free full texts. You can enter TDR through NTU Library's website, like we mentioned earlier. Now we are on the TDR website. On the top menu, you may choose Browse, which option includes community and collection, issue date, author, title, and subject, or just search the keyword, for example, air pollution. Here are the search results. The column 1 contains search box and other optional filters. The column 2 shows the search results. The column 3 shows the analysis of the search results, such as department, advisor, subject, and etc. You can select the title which you need. Then you can see the detailed information of the thesis or dissertation. Let's look at the thesis. You may see the keywords and abstract. When you scroll down to the end, you can see the access information. Luckily, the student authorized public access to her thesis, so you can see a View Open button, which means you can download PDF file directly. Here is another example. There is a label says access limited in NTU IP range. This means you can only download the full text within the NTU campus. If you are not on NTU campus, you need to set up VPN. Let's look at another example. There is a label that says restricted access. This means the full text is unauthorized. So you will need to visit the NTU library to read the printed copies. So how to request the printed copy of a thesis or dissertation? Actually, most theses and dissertations are located in the ASRS Service Center. Pay attention, the center is not in this building, it's not in main library. So where is it? It's located on the first floor of 综合 Lecture Building. We say 综合教学馆1楼自动化书库服务中心。Before going to the ASRS Service Center, please search the library catalog and make a request. Now we are on the library homepage and our catalog is called STEAM. I select the catalog and type the dissertation title in the box, then click the search button. Here is the search result. Just click the title to check more details. If the item's location is ASRS Service Center, you may place an online request. First, you need to sign in with your NTU email account. Next, click on Request button. The pickup location is ASRS Service Center. Then click on Send Request. After successfully requesting the item, you will receive an email notification. After receiving the email, please pick up your requested item in the ASRS Service Center. Besides, ASRS means Automatic Storage and Retrieval System. Notice that ASRS Service Center opening hours is from Monday to Friday, 9 o'clock to 18:30. Now let's fly to the USA and Canada. PQDT is the abbreviation of Progress Dissertation and Thesis. It's the largest abstract of master thesis and doctoral dissertation in scale. PQDT has more than 5 million pieces of thesis and dissertation indexed from the USA and Canada. There are also some papers from South America, Europe, Africa, and Asia. Thesis and dissertation published after 1997 allow free browsing for the first 24 pages in PQDT database. If PQDT doesn't provide a full text PDF of what you need, you can try the relevant database DDC, Digital Dissertation Consortium. Besides, if you are not on NTU campus, please set up VPN. As we mentioned earlier, you can enter PQDT database through NTU Library's website. Then click the title to access the database. Before starting, you can switch the language in the upper right corner. In the advanced search page, you can search keywords in several fields such as title, abstract, and subject. You can also narrow down the publication date. Then scroll down the page. There are other filters such as author, advisor, university, and language. You can also select a master or doctoral degree. Here are the search results. You can narrow down the result by the filter on the left-hand side, such as publication year, subject, and university. If there is a full text PDF button under the thesis title, you can download the full text directly. If there is no full text, you can preview a few pages, then try another way to get the full text. We may only preview partial pages of the paper on PQDT database. Notice that in the full text option, there is a link to DDC. So I click on the link to check if the DDC database has the full text. Next, it's directed to the Digital Dissertation Consortium DDC database. The web page will show whether they have the full text or not. Luckily, I can download the PDF full text on the DDC database. Besides, you can also search the thesis and dissertation from the DDC database's homepage. Now let's fly to Australia. Trove is a discovery platform constructed by the National Library of Australia. It allows users to search for theses, books, journals, newspapers, images, and so on. We can use the advanced search function to find the Australian thesis at all levels, including PhD and Masters. Next, select Research and Reports in the drop-down menu. Next, a new window will open with several fields and filters. I type koala in the title field. Then under Format, I select Thesis from the drop-down menu. Finally, I click the search icon in the upper right corner. Here are the search results. Take a look at the right-hand side. I limit the date after 2020. In order to get the full text quickly and directly, I select Free Access. Here is a thesis written in 2023. We can see a brief summary on this page. Then click the Read button. It shows that you can access the full text for free from the University of Queensland's institutional repository. Next, click the link to find the full text. It will take us to the University of Queensland's website, where you can download the full text PDF for free.
Okay, so far we've known the database in different countries and areas. Is there any database for searching dissertations and theses over the world? And yes, there's 4 free databases: NDLTD, OATD, Core, and BAS. The first one is NDLTD Global, the networked digital library of theses and dissertation. As an international organization dedicated to promoting the creation, use, and the preservation of the electronic theses and dissertations, and it collects bibliography information of theses and dissertation from 100 universities and from over 100 universities and institutes. Let's take a look at NDLTD's website. And on global ETD search page, you can use basic search. And you can also click the advanced search tips to look for a specific pieces of information by applying the different searching operators. And here are the search results. Like database we mentioned earlier, on the left-hand side, you can narrow down the result by publication year, the language, and certain sources. And take this thesis, for example, there is a link that provides source for test, and it usually directs to the web page where the articles are stored. And like the repository system, DIVA, it's built by the corresponding university, so you can download the full text PDF in the website. Okay. However, due to the technical issue, now NTLTD is supported by OATD to solve the HTTP to HTTPS redirecting problem. So it's sometimes overloaded by the www robots. So when you face this situation, don't be panicked, just try it again in a little while. Okay. Or you can go to the NDLTD website, find the ETD search in the main menu, and choose the Find ETDs to know more about the member repositories. The second database is OATD, the Open Access Theses and Dissertations. It's the resource for finding open access graduate level theses and dissertations published around the world. it currently indexes over 7 million theses and dissertations from over 1,100 colleges and universities. Okay. So it's the OATD homepage. You can search keywords in the search box, and it will provide the advanced search option, and we can search from the title, university, title, author name, abstract, university, publisher, or subject, keywords, etc. Also limited to the particular language, okay, and the country, and their range. So here is the search result. We can refine the result by date, university, department, etc. And the search result will include links for tests on the original hosting site. Usually the institutional repository of the school that grants the degree. Or you can click on record details for more information. And it's a dissertation in OATD database, as the full record shows the dissertation is from Germany, and there is a link that provides the full test sources, and it directs to the university's webpage. Then you can download the PDF for test by this button. Okay, let's move on to core. It's a connecting repository. It provides a comprehensive bibliographic database of the world's scholarly literature and collecting and indexing research from repositories and journals. And core currently contains 409 million open access articles collected from 13,000 data providers around the world. We can use this search box to simply start a search. Okay. So here's the search results. If you want to search more precisely, you can click how to search to get more search tips like this page. You can know more about the searching operators in core, like using the quotation mark to run exact matching, or use the Boolean operator to combine the search keyword, or quickly search by the GOI, by titles. Okay. And then we're back to the search result. You can apply the filter to narrow down the results, such as limiting the type to the thesis. And also take this thesis, for example. In the bibliography record, you can see the basic information, the similar works, and here you can find the source of the test in the right side, and you might have many choices, like directly downloading the PDF or go to the repository landing pages to get a full test. Okay, next we shift to the base. The full name is Bielefeld Academic Searching Engine. Base is operated by Bielefeld University Library, and the index, it contains more than 400 million records from more than 11,000 content providers. You can access the full test of about 60% of the indexed record for free. And its extensive indexing score allows it to provide a fairly comprehensive bibliography of theses, especially concerning resources from Europe. In base, you can simply start a search by basic search box, or we can start a search with advanced search function. For example, now I try to find the thesis related about rice husk biochar in recent 5 years. So to explore the data collection in this platform, first I can type in the keyword rice husk voucher or the abbreviation RHB combined with the Boolean operator in all fields, and then check the document type with thesis, and including the bachelor's, master's, and doctoral and the postdoctoral thesis. Then fill in the year from 2020 to 2025. And finally, click the search button to start the search. And in the search results, we can see the search query in the top, and the left-hand side is the result list. And here are 92 documents matched with our search query. And the right side list with the sort order options and filters which can narrow down the results. And in the result list, we can click on the record title and it will direct you to the website of the repository or the content provider. So you can download the PDF, the full text or the PDF, and you can click the detail view to see more detail about the record. You can also use the browse function to explore the content of base, such as browse by DDC, or by the document type, or by access privilege. Okay, now let's fly to the United Kingdom to talk about the EThOS, the Electronic Thesis Online Service, as a bibliography database and the Union Catalogue of Electronic Theses provided by British Library, the National Library of United Kingdom, and the collection only covers doctoral theses. But unfortunately, due to the significant cyber attack on British Library since 2023, so now the EThOS is currently unavailable and maybe restored in this year. Okay, now let's take a look at some additional database in Asia region. And if you want to find the thesis or dissertation from China and you are familiar with Chinese, you can use the CNKI database. And it's the China National Knowledge Infrastructure, and collects doctoral dissertation from over 500 schools and master thesis from over 780 schools since 1984. In China, CNKI is a massive academic search platform where when the researcher wants to find academic work from China, this is often the first platform they think of. Okay. You can enter CNKI from NTU library website, and please note that we only subscribe to selected subject collections. So make sure to check the coverage of year available for full text access before using it. And I will suggest you to enter CNKI by Qingdao site, since it's more quickly. Okay. However, the website is only in Chinese, so if you're really eager to find thesis about the topics you're interested in as more as comprehensive as possible, maybe you could use the Google translation for your convenience. Okay, next, let's talk about to find theses and dissertations from Japan. The IRDB, Institutional Repositories Database, is an integration platform for Japanese academic institution collection databases. It was established by Japan's National Institute of Information Science. And now we enter this database. Before start, you can switch to the language to English, and enter the keyword you want to search in the search box, such as Taiwan, and please click the advanced search. Then click the resource type to show the list in different resource type. You can select the resource type about theses and dissertations, such as thesis, bachelor thesis, master thesis, or doctoral thesis. And finally, click the search button to start the search. Okay, so here you can see the thesis and select the title which you are interested in, and then you can see the detailed information of the thesis or dissertation. In the file row, it will show you the link of the for test file, and you can download the for test PDF. Okay, let's review the databases we've mentioned today. For searching theses and dissertations in Taiwan, we can use NDLTD in Taiwan, Interlibrary, and NTU TDR. For other regions or countries, we can search the PQDT, DDC, Trove, CNKI, IRDB, or we can use the NDLTD, OATD, Core, and BAS to get more papers over the world. Okay, so sometimes you might not get full text from the database above, such as older dissertations. You may need to try the Interlibrary loan service. If users cannot get their needed theses or dissertations through the databases we mentioned earlier, NTU faculty and the students can seek for the Interlibrary loan service, such as NDDS, and usually the service fee is needed, it's not free. For more information, please check NTU Library website, and on the homepage, please click the service from the main menu and visit the Interlibrary loan service section. And I want to know if is there any master or doctoral student here? Okay, so you know this one, the similar report. And here's the complement information for you that all masters and doctoral students are required to complete a thesis or dissertation originality comparison before graduation. For account activation and setting related to similar report standards, please contact your department office. If you have any question or concerns about the content of this similarity report, please discuss them with your advisor. Okay.
By the way, since the thesis, dissertation, submission, and graduation procedures can be a bit complicated, we recommend that you start preparing earlier and read the guidelines carefully on the library's website. You can find all detailed information on our website, such as the format guideline and instruction video. If you will submit the dissertation or thesis recently, we suggest you watch the video in advance. It's the end of the workshop. Thank you for joining us today. Goodbye.